Hello guys, it's Justin here. Today we're going to be fixing up my daily driver. But before we get into that, I'm going to go over some of the issues with my car. To start out, there's this window button here. Very messed up. It has zero resistance to it. And if we come around to the back here, we are currently on a donut because I need to plug a hole. There's a handful of dents, scratches, some rust on the hood. I was actually in a crash, so this is not the bumper that came with the car. So the alignment is a little bit fucked up. I've had to bust out the driver's side window because I got locked out one time. But the problem at hand is we have a messed up sensor, and I'll show it on screen so that you guys can see what's wrong. But I have diagnosed it as to be the crankshaft sensor, and I was driving on the road one day and the car just turned off. So yeah, but to get started, we'll pop the hood, grab our tools. So now we're under the hood, so we're going to diagnose some other issues that we have. So the front left headlight, that collision that I told you guys about, the headlight kind of broke. It's in place, it's snug, it ain't perfect. There seems to be quite a bad oil leak, so we're going to have to get that fixed at some point. Now, there's something very obvious that I want to see if you guys can get. I'll give you a minute. All right, the oil cap. So I actually have a replacement from Rock Auto. Let's see if it focuses. Not sponsored, by the way. So we're gonna put that in while we're here. And this is the crankshaft sensor. It goes about right under there. So we're gonna have to remove the battery. I'm gonna try and keep the airbox in. I've already pulled it out and cleaned it to see if that was the issue. Temporary fix. The problems came back since then. So that's what we're planning on doing today. So to start out, I don't have a very huge selection of tools at my disposal, so I'm just gonna use some vice grips, twist it off, gotta tighten them up. As you can see, it came off. Got a new one here. Get you guys up close so you can see it. Beauty. Perfect. Next on the list is to get the battery out, get down under there so we can get to the crankshaft position sensor, and then we'll replace it. Alright, so this is just a simple 10mm here. Get this out of the way. Not really sure what that goes to. When I replaced the bumper, it kind of came out of nowhere. So, not quite sure what it's for. Anyways. Alright, let's lift this out. Put it to the side. Alright. Now, we have some better access here. So in there, that little sensor right there, that's the crankshaft position sensor. You can see that there. Got the wrench on it. So we're just gonna take little slow passes here until I can loosen it with my finger. The car is still hot, so make sure you're either letting your cars cool down or wearing some gloves when doing this, because hot cars are painful cars. Alright, so I got the bolt out. Now it's time to wiggle the sensor off and unplug it. As you can see, I've got the sensor out, so I'll push this little tab here right on top and just pull it on out like so. So that is the crankshaft position sensor. These are the two sensors side by side. This one's the new one, this one's the old one. Right, as you can see, I got it almost ready, so all you got to do is just push it on in, fiddle it into the hole in there, as you guys can see. So I got it into the hole. So now all we have to do is put this back in where it came from, and then we're gonna good to go. So we'll get that done. So I'm just tightening it back up by hand. Now I read that you want to be very careful when tightening these because you don't want them to break. So we're just gonna do a quick hand tightening. Grab the little 10mm. Turn it until it's nice and snug. Getting close. That's probably about good. The next step is to now replace the battery terminals. Positive, then negative. And just probably good. All right. Actually, put that over here. So now, I'm gonna go into the car, grab our keys, take a look, see here at the dash. Well, that's not good. Looks like we don't got power. So what we got to do is probably clean up these terminals. I don't think the battery's dead. I literally just drove it before this video, so I'm just going to pull it off, this one in particular. Now I actually got some MAF cleaner. Probably not the way I should do this, but we're just going to give it a spray. There we go. Give it a spray. Take this towel. Just clean the inside of it out. Now, as you can see, the terminal itself, pretty clean. That, not so much. But we're gonna give it a try. As you can see, I got the terminals back hooked up. So let's go start the car. Attempt number 2. Now, it took a second, but there is no check engine light. So I'll let you know in a bit when I drive it around. As you can see, there are no lights on the dash. So we're gonna drive it around, give it a little test drive, and see if it's acting up any. All right, let's give it a shot. Car already seems to be way more responsive. So we'll just drive it around the block real quick. Test it out. It's actually it's over. There we go. Yeah, so seemingly fixed. There were a lot of different codes on the reader. So as someone that's not a mechanic, that was very worrisome, especially with it dying in the middle of the street. For some reason, I thought maybe I blew the engine and just didn't hear it because I had music on. So, yeah. Anyways, it's driving just fine. This is my daily driver, my only car, and also my first car. So it's kind of important that I keep this car in good shape. I don't really have the money to get a new car, so gotta fix what we got. Now, there is a few things that I would like to do to this car. I am kind of a car guy with not a good car, so one thing I'd like to do off the bat is get my windows tinted. This car is a fishbowl. I want to do something with the exhaust because there is pretty much no sound coming out the back. It's all engine sounds. So that's kind of what I want to do. I think I want to spray paint the wheels black. I need to get some degreaser for them, clean them up, but it's kind of where I sit with upgrades for this car. Now, I don't want this car to be my show car by any means. I am a big JDM guy. I don't really care for this car as far as looks goes. So yeah, I just want to make it so I can enjoy it while I have it. Anyways, have a good day, guys.